Okay, hello, and welcome to the Design of Forms, and today we're going to take a look at the design of plants. It's one of the most fascinating things about the design of forms. It is one of those delicious mysteries about the way in which life is programmed. We're all living in a neutrino ocean, and neutrinos are everywhere. They are the programming agency of consciousness. And we live in this dense neutrino ocean where a space like this, there are 3 trillion, that's 3 million neutrinos every second are pouring through this space. And they're not just simply coming from one direction, they're coming from every direction. And if you look at human design, you look at your own body graph, you notice that your body graph is vertical. And basically, we are receiving neutrino information at an angle that's approximately 88%. We are receiving our information vertically. But if you look at the illustration of a plant, you will see that the plant, in essence, has an upside-down body graph. And it has an upside-down body graph because the way in which it receives its neutrino information is that it receives its primary information from neutrinos passing through the Earth first. It's an interesting difference between the way in which plants operate and the way in which humans, or insects for that matter, because insects also receive vertical information. Horizontal information, the horizontal neutrino flow, this is what impacts in different ways the fish and the reptiles, the way in which they're pointed to the left in that sense, receiving the neutrino feed from the left, whereas mammals receive it from the right. We're all in a different feed. We're all getting different kinds of information. And here when we look at plants, we're looking at the only form that receives its information primarily through the earth. It says something about the nature of the design crystal, the crystals of consciousness that are there in the plant itself, the way in which they are so deeply programmed in their connection to the fundamental form principle of the earth itself. The thing that's so extraordinary about the plants, what we got to see in the single cell was the foundation of the universality of the 15-5, this channel of rhythm, this channel of being in the flow that is universal in terms of all forms of life. Yet you can see in the plant does not have the whole channel, that the plant has the 15th gate, and this is its opening, its cross-special connection, if you will, its opening to everything. It is so interesting about the nature of plants. By having this hanging 15 pointed at this open 5, and every single other form, from cells to the most complex, that all of them are going to integrate and connect with plants. This is the magic, in a sense, of what plants are. They are the foundation for the survival of bioforms on this planet. Now, when you look at their design, it's fascinating to see the construct itself. It is deeply, deeply, deeply individual because we're looking at integration. We're looking at the 34th gate and the 57th gate, the archetype, and the way that archetype operates through integration to the 10th gate, to the gate of behavior. What we have is an archetypal form that operates through the 15th gate of extremes. You get the vast diversity of plant life, this vast diversity that is there through its extremes. Those weeds that come and go, those magnificent trees that last for centuries and sometimes millennia. This incredible diversity on this plane. And it's here in that 15th gate, expressed through that 15th gate. See, the thing that's interesting, the thing that's fascinating to me, is the possibility that is there for us to benefit from our relationship from plants in an entirely new way. There is the obvious that we take plants in either primarily or secondarily in terms of the way in which we bring nutrition into our life. But there is a way to commune with plants and a way in which we can benefit from their design. The plant aura is very, very close. In other words, in order to make contact with the aura of a plant, you truly need to touch it. In touching its aura, like connecting to the aura of anything, you're impacted by whatever its possibilities happen to be. The fact that the 34, 57, 10, 15, these 4 gates, are potential gates of any plant, it doesn't mean that they have activations, any more than it means that you, with all of the possibility of 64 gates, don't have all of them activated. The activation of certain gates in a specific plant is going to bring it certain properties. If you match the natural properties of the plant with the way in which they can be heightened through their design, very, very unique plants can be germinated that when connected to the right human aura can bring the benefits that they have within them directly into that being without you having to kill the plant, dry it, and use it in teas or take extracts of it homeopathically, that there is a way for us to connect to the world of plants and to benefit from it. Think about the joy that has always been somewhere in the human spirit to walk through nature, whether it is fields of flower or dense forests or jungle, whatever it may be, and to understand how good that can make one feel. The spleen, the power of the plant world to generate this incredible feel-good, this world of plant consciousness that is there to empower us with its archetype, to provide us with its beauty in the magic of its form, and also, ultimately, for us to become wise in our relationship with plants and commune with them for both our benefits.